Wait. Justin Bieber's complete BTS ranking is finally here, but the member who takes the #1 spot isn't who most people expected. Hey, you watching this right now, you probably think you already know every BTS member inside out, but years ago Justin Bieber and BTS were simply two global superstars crossing paths through public events, mutual respect, and the music industry. Today, those real moments have inspired one question that refuses to disappear. If Justin Bieber ranked every BTS member based on their personalities, charisma, and interactions, who would truly deserve the top spot? Every interview, every encounter, and every unforgettable moment feels like another clue hidden in plain sight. But would ARMY agree with the final result, or would it become one of the fandom's biggest debates? And what happened next, no one saw coming, so let's start from the bottom. Number 7. Jimin, BTS. If there's one member many people might underestimate in a personality-based ranking inspired by Justin Bieber's public interactions with BTS, it would probably be Jimin. Not because he's unimportant, but because his quiet confidence is often hidden behind humor. While louder personalities naturally grab attention first, Jimin has always been the kind of person who lets others shine before stepping forward himself. Imagine a reporter says, "Everyone expects Jimin to dominate the conversation," then another journalist responds, "Surprisingly, he spends more time making the other members comfortable than talking about himself." That contrast has followed Jimin throughout BTS's career. On camera, he's playful and unpredictable, but behind the scenes, many staff members and fellow members have described him as someone who carefully reads the atmosphere before speaking. When BTS and Justin Bieber became part of the same global music circle under HYBE after Ithaca Holdings joined the company, fans immediately imagined what a longer interaction between them could look like. Although there is no public evidence that Justin Bieber has ever released a ranking of BTS members, their connection through the global music industry fueled endless discussions among ARMY about how an artist like Justin might perceive each member's personality. Jin's greatest strength has never been being the loudest person in the room. It's knowing exactly when a joke can break tension. A producer says, "Every team needs someone who keeps the energy alive," then another staff member replies, and Jin somehow does it without demanding attention. That balance between comedy and maturity has made him one of BTS's emotional anchors for years. But in a ranking focused on who leaves the strongest first impression through constant conversation and outgoing energy, Jin might naturally begin near the bottom, not because he lacks charisma, but because his warmth reveals itself over time instead of instantly. But that was just the beginning, because the next member surprised even more people. Number 6. SUGA. At first glance, SUGA might seem like an obvious choice for the lower half of a personality ranking. His calm expression, measured words, and quiet confidence often make people think he's the most reserved member in every room. But the longer you watch him, the more that first impression begins to disappear. A host says, "You don't talk much, do you?" Then SUGA smiles and replies, "I just speak when I have something worth saying." That simple answer perfectly captures why so many people misunderstand him. While others fill every silence, SUGA has built his reputation on making every sentence count. As BTS's influence grew worldwide, Justin Bieber publicly showed respect for the group, and after both became part of HYBE's extended family through the Ithaca Holdings acquisition, fans naturally imagined more interactions between them. Even so, there is no public record of Justin Bieber actually ranking the BTS members. What fans do have are real interviews, public appearances, and years of observing each member's personality. Behind the scenes, SUGA is often far more playful than people expect. RM says, "People think he's serious all the time," then J-Hope immediately responds, "Just wait until the cameras stop rolling." Suddenly, the quiet producer becomes someone who teases the members, laughs at unexpected moments, and delivers jokes with perfect timing. His humor isn't loud, it arrives without warning, making it even more memorable. That contrast is exactly why SUGA lands here. He rarely fights for attention, yet when he speaks, everyone listens. His presence isn't built on volume. It's built on authenticity. Fans who once believed he was distant eventually discovered someone deeply caring, incredibly observant, and fiercely loyal to the people around him. But that was only the beginning, because the next member completely changed the energy of the ranking, and the gap between quiet and outgoing became impossible to ignore. Number 5. RM, BTS. As BTS's leader, many people assume RM would easily rank among the most talkative members. After all, he's the one giving speeches at award shows, answering difficult interview questions, and representing the group on the world's biggest stages. But leadership and being the most outgoing aren't always the same thing. A television host says, RM always has the perfect answer, then another interviewer responds, that's because he's thinking for all 7 members before he speaks. That responsibility has shaped the way RM communicates. While others react naturally in the moment, RM often pauses, carefully choosing words that represent not only himself, but the entire group. When BTS crossed paths with global artists like Justin Bieber through the international music industry and later under HYBE's broader business network, fans imagined fascinating conversations between them. Although Justin Bieber has never publicly released a ranking of the BTS members, RM is exactly the kind of person many artists respect because of his intelligence, humility, and ability to connect with people from different cultures. But away from microphones and award stages, another side of RM appears. Jimin says, people think our leader is always serious, then Jungkook laughs and replies, until he starts breaking things by accident. Suddenly, the confident spokesperson becomes the lovable, slightly clumsy friend who makes everyone laugh without even trying. Those unexpected moments remind fans that behind the polished image is someone incredibly human. That's why RM lands at number 5. He's naturally sociable, thoughtful, and approachable, but he doesn't dominate every conversation. Instead, he creates space for others, listens first, and speaks when his words truly matter. His charisma comes from wisdom rather than volume. But the countdown was about to take a dramatic turn, because the next 3 members are known for filling every room with laughter, energy, and unforgettable chemistry. Number 4. Jimin. If there's one member who can completely change the mood of a room with just a smile, it's Jimin. At first, many people saw him as soft-spoken and incredibly shy, especially during BTS's early years. But as the years passed, fans discovered a completely different side of him, playful, affectionate, and always ready to make the people around him laugh. A host says, Jimin looks so quiet, then V immediately responds, just wait until we're backstage, and Jungkook laughs. He's one of the members who never lets the room stay silent for long. That contrast perfectly explains why first impressions rarely tell the whole story. As BTS became global superstars, Jimin's warmth stood out in countless interviews and public appearances. Whether greeting artists backstage or making international guests feel welcome, his friendly personality consistently left a strong impression. While Justin Bieber has never publicly ranked the BTS members, fans have often imagined how someone meeting Jimin would quickly notice his kindness, emotional intelligence, and effortless ability to connect with people. Another producer says, Jimin always knows when someone feels nervous, then a staff member replies, before anyone else notices, he's already making them smile. That's a quality that can't be measured by charts or awards. It comes naturally, and it's one of the reasons so many celebrities who meet BTS describe the group as humble and approachable. That's why Jimin takes number 4. He's not the loudest member every second of the day, but his energy is contagious. He keeps conversations alive, encourages everyone around him, and turns even ordinary moments into unforgettable memories. But the biggest surprises were still ahead, because the top 3 members are the ones whose personalities can light up an entire room the moment they walk in. Number 3. Taehyung. From the very beginning, V has always been the hardest member to predict. One moment he's quietly observing everything around him, and the next he's making the entire room burst into laughter with a completely unexpected comment. That contrast is exactly what makes his personality unforgettable. A host says, V is so mysterious, then RM responds, "That's only until he starts talking," and J-Hope laughs. After that, you never know what's coming next. Those spontaneous moments have become one of V's biggest trademarks throughout BTS's journey. As BTS continued meeting artists from around the world, V earned a reputation for making genuine connections with people from different backgrounds. His natural curiosity, relaxed attitude, and effortless confidence often stood out during interviews and backstage appearances. While Justin Bieber has never publicly released a ranking of the BTS members, many fans believe V's unique charm would immediately leave a lasting impression on anyone meeting him for the first time. A photographer says, "The camera loves V." Then another staff member replies, "It's not just the visuals, it's the way he makes everyone around him feel comfortable." That ability to switch from quiet observer to the center of attention without forcing it is incredibly rare. He doesn't chase the spotlight, somehow the spotlight follows him. That's why V takes number 3. He's expressive, unpredictable, and naturally engaging, but he also knows when to step back and let others shine. His conversations never feel rehearsed, and his authenticity is what keeps both fans and fellow artists drawn to him. But everything changed once the countdown reached the final 2, because these members are known for bringing endless energy, non-stop conversations, and the kind of chemistry that instantly fills every room they enter. Number 2, J-Hope. If there is one member who can instantly change the atmosphere of an entire room, it's J-Hope. Long before BTS became a global phenomenon, he was already known as the group's source of energy, constantly encouraging the members when pressure felt overwhelming. While some people shine only when the cameras start rolling, J-Hope's positivity has always been part of who he is. A producer says, "How does he stay this energetic every single day?" Then RM responds, "That's just HYBE. He gives us strength even when he's exhausted." And Jin laughs. The moment he starts talking, everyone else starts smiling too. Those reactions perfectly explain why so many people see him as the emotional engine of BTS. As BTS expanded onto the global stage, J-Hope's outgoing personality became impossible to ignore. Whether greeting artists backstage, speaking confidently during interviews, or dancing the moment music started playing, he naturally pulled people into the conversation. Although Justin Bieber has never publicly ranked the BTS members, fans often point to J-Hope as someone who would immediately leave a memorable first impression because of his warmth, confidence, and infectious enthusiasm. A staff member says, "He's exactly the same when the cameras are off." Then another crew member replies, "Sometimes he has even more energy backstage than he does on stage." That consistency is what separates J-Hope from so many performers. His optimism doesn't feel like a performance, it feels genuine, and that's why people around him respond so naturally. That's why J-Hope earns the number 2 spot. He's one of the most talkative, expressive, and approachable members in BTS, someone who effortlessly keeps conversations alive and makes everyone feel included. His energy is impossible to fake, and it's one of the biggest reasons BTS has always been known not just for incredible performances, but for incredible chemistry. But even J-Hope couldn't take the top spot because one member has built a reputation for being endlessly curious, endlessly playful, and almost impossible to outtalk. The number 1 choice is the one many fans expected, yet the reason behind it is far more meaningful than anyone imagined. Number 1, Jungkook. For years, millions of people watched Jungkook grow from the shy youngest member who rarely spoke during interviews into one of the most confident and engaging global superstars in music. That's exactly why he takes the number 1 spot in this personality-inspired countdown. His journey isn't about being the loudest from the beginning, it's about becoming someone who learned to express himself without losing the humility that made fans fall in love with him in the first place. A host says, "You used to let your older members answer almost every question." Then Jungkook smiles and replies, "They helped me find my confidence." RM responds, "Watching him grow has been one of the most rewarding parts of our journey." And Jimin adds, "He's still our youngest, but now he carries himself with incredible confidence." Those moments reflect a transformation that fans have witnessed over more than a decade. As BTS reached audiences across the globe, Jungkook became known for connecting effortlessly with people through interviews, live broadcasts, and spontaneous interactions. Whether joking with the members, laughing with hosts, or sharing honest thoughts during live streams, he developed a natural ability to keep every conversation alive. While Justin Bieber has never publicly released a ranking of the BTS members, Jungkook's evolution into one of the group's most expressive and approachable personalities is undeniable. A fan says, "I thought he was the quietest member years ago." Then another fan responds, "Now he speaks with confidence while still treating everyone with kindness." That contrast captures the heart of his story. He didn't change because fame demanded it. He changed because experience allowed him to grow. And perhaps that's what makes this journey so meaningful. Being the most memorable personality isn't about talking the most or commanding every room. It's about making people feel something every time you speak. Jungkook's confidence was earned through years of hard work, pressure, mistakes, and perseverance, turning the once shy teenager into an artist admired by millions around the world. So if Justin Bieber were ever asked to rank BTS members by the personalities they've shown through years of public moments and global success, this is how the countdown might look. Whether you agree or completely disagree, one thing remains true. Every member brings something irreplaceable to BTS, and together, those differences are exactly what made them become one of the biggest groups in music history. Now the question is yours. Which member would be your number one?